Sorry about that. I'm doing everything as I said from my phone, so it's getting weird, but okay. But yeah. So this has not been easy. It's been hard, and I'm trying to make sure that people understand that when you have your rent at almost $1,000 and you got your bills, and you know your bills about $500 by itself, you're looking at about almost 2 grand for real, because you got to factor in food, and the way food cost is, you spending almost $300-400 just on food alone, and that $300 ain't nothing for real, and we both know that. Anytime you got to spend that much on two people, thank God, it's only just us. But what if I decided and God decided to give me kids? You know what I'm saying? What would I do? That's gonna be for another show, y'all. Got to talk about that too. But that's what I'm doing, living paycheck to paycheck, and just depending on Him. And to be honest with you, and without God, honestly and truly, I don't know how I make it. You know what I'm saying? I want to be very transparent with y'all, and I want to be very honest. I do serve a good God, and I'm a very religious person. So what you will get from me is the truth, but what you also will get from me is my spiritual. So if you're not really into that, if you don't know nothing about God, and you're not sure how you feel about that subject, I completely understand. Okay, it's no judgment here, baby. Okay, the only reason why I love my God is because I see how good He's to me. Okay, so anytime He wake me up in the morning, anytime He makes sure that I can eat and got breath in my body, even like I said in another video, like I told you guys, I have type 2 diabetes, and this ain't no joke. So, thank God for Medicaid. That's another thing I thank God for, because if I ain't had Medicaid, y'all, how was I gonna pay for any pills or whatever medicine they give me? Because I'm on Trulicity, and that stuff is $2,000 a box, a box, and it's not even insulin. That's another whole subject. But yes, living paycheck to paycheck is a struggle. What I'm gonna try to do is give y'all more of a updated in my life, and stuff like that, so I don't have to always be talking from the chair and stuff like that. But I would, like I said, I would do that more as I start to grow and grow the channel, and hopefully I can. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it by myself. I don't can depend on God, and hopefully somebody watching and they care. They care that, oh, this is how it looks. Everybody's life ain't great. Stuff is not always available at your fingertips. Things ain't always going the way you want them to go. You know, I mean, in a perfect world, I'm gonna be honest. I have over 25 years customer service experience. I have 8 years human resource experience. I have 6 years billing, invoicing, accounts payable, and accounts receivable experience. I have, I want to say, 4.5, almost 5 years payroll. And I also have recruiting. I've done recruiting for about 3 years. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm not only living paycheck to paycheck, but I have been at a point in my life where I was living job to job. Because even though some jobs lasted a year, two, three, it's a lot of them lasted months. And I'm gonna tell you, at 45 years old, I had 150 jobs. I started working at 15. So there's a lot of experience around my belt, and it may sound good to some people. But what do you think out of all of that you didn't hear? There's no what? There's no stability. There was nothing concrete. So that's why I'm at this point in my life. And this is why it's important when you work and when you find your passion and you love what you're doing, do all you can to give that job at least 3 to 4 years. If you can't stay longer, please 3. They say don't stay at a job no more than 5 or 6, because you don't want to get, kind of comfortable, too comfortable, and then when you stay long, because I've seen people be at a company for 23 and 40, like for real, one job, one experience, and they got fired, and that's all they had. And to start over like that is hard. So there is some good and bad. because I'm like I have skills and experience and everything, so I'm very marketable. So you want to make yourself very marketable, but even though there is good in that, I'm scaring employees. I'm sorry, employers. I'm scaring them. They're like, I don't trust her. She might not be here for more than a year. Look at her experience. She doing good. She got what we looking for, but her tenure is very scary. And I understand that. And I'm gonna tell you something. That's what I do. I waste about 15 to 20 minutes in those interviews explaining my tenure. And I'm gonna tell you something. It is not always fun because you heard a raw. They told me straight up, you marketable, but we cannot hire you because you are a legitimate, unreliable resource. Because you will come in and we're afraid you see a better dollar, and you will run. You will run, honey. You won't even stay. So I understand that can scare a lot of people. Um, hold on, y'all.